Before
Okay. Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing? Let me know in the chat box if you can hear me loud and clear, if everything is running smoothly, so we can start our second morning session of the week. Hope you're all doing great, loud and clear, amazing. I see some people from Germany, people from the Netherlands, Belgium also in the building, like always. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all doing great. All right, good. So let's start the day with reviewing the price traps from yesterday. Let's see what exactly happened in the charts, if we had some opportunities to react, yes or no. All right, so let's start with ADNZD. What we see here is a very small breakout to the downside. We already rejected that support zone, so it was already pretty obvious that this wasn't really the breakout we were looking for. So what I'm going to do with NZD right now is simply adjust the support and resistance zone a little bit, and you will have a totally new price trap. It is a very big one. I already said it yesterday also. It could take a while till this one breaks out. But of course, with price trap, you have to be patient. This is a strategy where you will have to wait for the breakout, wait for the retest, wait for your entry to get triggered or your entry confirmations to get in place. So simply, patience is something you will have to have if we are talking about the strategy of price trap. And not only with price trap, I think it's in general if we're talking about trading. Good. So that's for AD NZD. NZD Canadian, a little bit same thing. Market rejected from the support zone. We didn't break out, so we can simply just make a little adjustment of that support zone because we are attacking the highs again. So we created this wick. Let's just move our support zone a little bit to the downside like this. And up. There we go. And again, we have a new price trap, or not a new, the same one, but just making sure the wicks are within our zones. I'm gonna check in a moment. I'm not sure which pair you're looking at, but I'm gonna check it in a moment. Just give me a few minutes here. There we go. All right, let me check. NZD USD. NZD USD is the next one that I'm gonna cover. We pretty much saw the same thing. If we're talking about NZD USD, we broke out. It was a 1 hour candle close, 100%. That's true. So let's just check what the price action have done. So we broke out. We came back for the retest. On the 1 hour time frame, we don't see a lot. The 30-minute time frame was showing an evening star, and then the 50-minute time frame. Yeah, you had a kind of reaction here on this first supply zone, but market didn't respect that. All right, so first thing, if you are using price trap and you're looking to react on a certain price trap with a breakout and it doesn't react on your very first zone, as long as the market respects your structure, we can still react on your on this price trap. All right, so this was the last point of structure. Market create this high to break out from this low. So this is the lower high that needs to get respected if we want to see the market going to the downside. Okay, so this was, I think, around, we had news on this this moment, if I'm not mistaken. So let me check. 4 p.m. That's already done. All right. This was just after the news. So the 1 hour candle was rejecting. 30-minute time frame was also engulfing. And then we had the 50-minute evening star, but market never triggered your FIP levels. All right. So if you would use your fib on the body of the candle. Your closest fib level would never be triggered. So market took off without you. If you took a stop loss on this first retest over here, it's simply a stop loss. All right. To be honest, the breakout wasn't really convincing, but there was a breakout. Okay, so I cannot say anything about it. Let's just adjust NZD USD here and have a new price trap for today. So simply wait for the new breakout of the highs or the lows. Okay, I'm gonna keep the resistance zone like it is, but the support zone needed a little adjustment there. So don't worry about it if you took a stop loss on this one, because you couldn't really do a lot about this one. We won't lose our price trap. We adjust all. Yeah, indeed. It's the most, like, all the red flags, they had like a very small breakout or rejection from our zones, and then we can simply adjust it. Okay, so let's see what we can do with UCAT. UCAT is still in between the zones, so let's put the alerts back and wait for the breakout. Of course, I'm waiting for the pairs to review that really did something yesterday, and that was the GPY pairs. It was really a very good day yesterday, especially if you reacted on some GPY pairs. We had some beautiful breakout retests, and that's what I'm going to cover right now. So the first one, Canadian JPY, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful how the market just broke out, came back for the retest, and then took off crazy. All right. So if we take a look, what happened here, we had some rejection on the 1 hour time frame. 30-minute time frame was also showing some slowdown in price, kind of creating a spinning top over there. And then we had this small evening start. All right. So it depends a little bit. If you want to react on this one here, I think this evening start was the best option. It was also just below your EMA 50. I forgot a little bit that I needed to put it on. So yeah, 50-minute time frame. If you would do this, this would be the one, or you could also go for the other one over there, this one here. I think that the second one didn't trigger. I will have to check. Let me first fix this. So that's the first one, and this is the second one. Yeah, this depends a little bit on the broker, but if you react on the first one, of course, this was a very, very beautiful idea. Closest fib, stop loss above, around 10 pips would be beautiful to look at. And market is now running almost 60 pips in profit. All right, so that's a 1-on-6 risk to reward running. Okay, I would react on it because of the wicks. This is an engulfing candle. All right, this is wow, this is always what I'm saying. Excuse me, guys, it's still early. This is always what I'm saying. We're always focused on the bodies of the candles. Of course, wicks are showing you where the market is rejecting from, but like you can see, this 50-minute time frame, it's not a doji. This is an engulfing candle. This is engulfing the two previous candles we see right over here. Okay, if you mix that with the 30-minute time frame, look at that. Massive rejection, beautiful spinning top, and then the 1 hour time frame, exactly the same thing, a massive rejection. All right, so this is just mixing the multiple time frames with each other to find yourself a good entry moment. Okay, the wicks we're looking at, we're looking pretty good. Okay. Not really the same color. All right. So this is a good question in the chat box. I will repeat it for the recording. Excuse me. So do you still follow the rule that the candles on all time frames must be the same color? So when you want to make a sell, the candles on the 1 hour, 30-minute, and 50-minute all have to be red or black in my charts. Well, no, not exactly. All right. What I want to say with all time frames need to match is that all the time frames need to show you bearish candlestick patterns. Okay, so if you take a look at a 1 hour time frame, does this, first of all, the doji, of course. Second of all, this blue candle, it's blue, but does it look bullish? Not really, right? Because we have a massive rejection at the top of our candle. Okay, so this is pretty much telling us that the market is having a hard time to keep moving up, that it's reacting on the previous zone. Okay, so that's the first thing. Then if we go to the 30-minute time frame, it doesn't necessarily has to be a black candle. If this was just a blue candle with a big wick on the upside and a big wick on the downside, it was simply a spinning top. And this is also a confirmation or a candlestick pattern that the market has difficulties moving up, that it's slowing down, that it's reacting on your zone. So it doesn't necessarily has to be black. It can also be a blue candle. All right. So don't really focus on the colors. That's also why I'm using black and blue and not red and green. You just want to focus on the form of your candlesticks. You want to see the wicks. You want to see the bodies. You want to not necessarily the colors, but really like the price action. I hope that makes sense. If that makes sense, just let me know in the chat box. By the way, the reactions I did on GPY was not with 5-step confirmation. Next week, you will get more information about that. Okay, good. All right, amazing. Good. Let's check what happened here with NZD-JPY. Again, beautiful breakout, beautiful retest. Market created two retests. You had two opportunities over here. So you had, again, a spinning top at the top here on the 1 hour time frame. And then right over here, we didn't really had some price action there, okay? 30-minute time frame was rejecting pretty good on that first one. 30-minute time frame over here was just reacting on the EMA 50, okay? And then we have the 15-minute time frame, and over here with NZD-JPY, this beautiful evening star was a good moment to react. Right over here, again, no candlestick pattern. So on the second retest, we didn't have a really the best price action to react on this. So what I personally would do is here our reaction point. You see it's 6 pips until the wick, and around 7 pips until the EMA 50. So again, what do? We give the market enough room to breathe. We give the market 10 pips to breathe. All right. Market did went for, I don't know, this was, I think 15 pips, something like that, 17 pips, went back for a little drawdown, and now it took off for a potential of 42 pips. All right. So with a 10 pip stop, that's a 1-on-4 risk to reward. That's just beautiful. That's what we look for. All righty. So this was NZD-JPY, also a very good reaction or opportunity over there. And then we have AUD-JPY. Like I said, just give me a moment here. There we go. Like I said, the GPY pairs were very good yesterday. All right. So market broke out, came back for the retest. Nothing of thank you. Nothing of price action over here at the EMA 50, 30-minute time frame. You could see this as an evening star, but is it convincing? This is more a doubtful situation. So like I say a lot of times, when in doubt, get out. All right. So when I would see these kind of things, I would say, okay, no, let's just skip this one, and I will have opportunities more in the charts on other pairs. So like you can see this 50-minute time frame, exactly the same thing. It wasn't really showing the price action that we like to see. Okay, so I was just, if you're looking at price action and the 5-step confirmation, you shouldn't really be reacting on this one, because the price action wasn't really in place. Okay, even if the market went in the right direction. Okay, so that's for AUD-JPY. I will come back on this one because this is just a beautiful price trap that we can use for today. Euro USD. Alrighty, let's check. Market broke out, came back for the retest. I was watching this one before spread hour. I was like, whoa, we are creating some morning stars here, reacting beautifully on demand zones. But I hold myself back because of the spread hour that was coming. And also it doesn't make sense to react on a Euro USD pair in the middle of the night, because Asian is about to open, and we know that Euro USD isn't really moving in the Asian session. Okay, so this is also what happened. Market went a little deeper into some more deeper demand levels. It did create some price action here. 50-minute time frame engulfing candle, 30-minute time frame engulfing candle, and 1 hour time frame engulfing candle. So yeah, there was a kind opportunity here at the bottom of this retest with a 20 pip move. So this should be risk free already. If you reacted, of course, around this point. Otherwise, there wasn't really a reaction. If you reacted just before spread hour, just keep in mind for the next time that this isn't really a good idea to be reacting on Euro USD just before the Asian session. All right, you know what is moving in Asian: AUD pairs, NZD pairs, JPY pairs, and these kind of things. Okay, so good. That's for Euro USD. And then we have the last one, Euro JPY. This was also a beautiful price trap, a beautiful breakout retest. So market broke out, came back for the retest, rejecting from this beautiful supply zone. It was also engulfing. 30-minute time frame was also rejecting beautifully, no candles to react on. And then we have that 50-minute time frame engulfing candle. This was a pretty risky situation because only the 50-minute time frame showed you this engulfing. All right. So I'm going to be honest in that when I was trading price action with the candlestick patterns, if I only saw on one time frame showing me the price action I need, I'm not going to react. I wanted to have at least 2 out of 3 of the time frames showing me that direction. And this didn't happen. So this 50-minute time frame, if you react on it, it was a pretty heavy and a pretty risky one. With like it was a very small stop loss. You could go for 10 pips or 8 pip stop with a potential of almost 90 pips at this moment. All right. So that was for Euro JPY. Okay. I'm going to come back on this pair because I do like the breakout we are seeing again. And maybe we could follow up that breakout to the downside and keep moving to the downside. Okay. But we shall see what we can do with the pairs for today. So that's the review. I hope everything was clear. Hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys understood why certain pairs you could react, why certain pairs you couldn't react. And right now we can start going through the charts and moving through all these pairs and see if we have some new price reps for today. All right. Let me know in the chat if you have any price reps for today. If you're looking at any price reps for today, it's always fun to see if you guys have already some price reps made and if you're looking at certain pairs. I'm going to put on some music in background while I'm making the price reps. We got to be careful today because we do have a lot of news. If we're talking about the ADP non-farm, this will have some impact. Also, the Bank of Canada rate statements, also big news. Fed Chair Powell testified, Yolt's job. There's a lot of news. Bank of Canada press conference. There's a lot of news today. All right, so please be careful, be aware of it. And if you don't like days like this, sometimes it's just better to stay away and get out the charts. All right. Yeah, gold is going to move pretty strong, and gold also, of course, because what's going on next to the news, if we're talking about the crypto charts, everything is moving pretty strong, pretty fast. So it could be that gold will be following these things. All right, that you will see, like you can see, massive moves to the upside for gold. I do expect market to keep on moving higher with gold to take out the all-time high, at least. And then we will see from that point. Okay, good. Let me check what you guys have. GA, first one. You're looking for a breakout retest to the downside? Because this is looking, yeah, pretty good. That's the first thing I would be looking at when I'm opening GA. The zones are also pretty strong. If you look in the past, these zones had some meaning, had something to do in the charts. Market has reacted a couple of times on this, so do you also recognize that NFP weeks aren't so good for price trap, or is that just my point of view? Not really. NFP days, yeah. The moment like on the news day itself, indeed, it's sometimes not really the best days for price trappers. But the week itself, no. I don't really have problems with that. Like, for example, this Monday I didn't have anything, but yesterday I had a beautiful day, and it is NFP week. So this is GA, nice one. Then we have Euro NZD. ADJPY is a beauty. Yes, indeed. I do like Euro NZD also. Very clean and easy resistance zone. We can use that wick as our support zone. Let me first check. Okay. I didn't put on the music, right? You're a Canadian. I'm gonna check. Let me first fix the sounds.
None of this is rhetoric, and none of it is hysteria. It is fact.
There we go. All right. Did you also trap Euro NZD like this? Let me know if you have a certain pair, you send it out and you trapped it, and I'm trapping it different. Let me know. I want to know how you guys are looking at the charts, because everyone has some kind of a different view on the charts, and it's always nice to have some feedback from other traders. Here we go. What's this one? That's GA, yes sir. AUD JPY. Yes sir, that's a beauty. Such a clean price trap. Let's see how we will go. We have both directions with a very high potential. We could simply just start moving to the upside again after this downtrending movement for the last couple of days. Like you can see, this downtrending movement, or we could just follow up that downtrending movement at this point. All right, so yeah, I really like this price trap here. GCAT, I'm gonna check in a moment. Break resistance. Then we have the break of the support. There we go. Euro Canadian. Yeah, very clean structure here. I do like the charts today. Better than we have seen the last couple of weeks. I gotta be honest, like the first month of 2024 was a disaster. For price trap, no, not a disaster. It's not that I lost a lot or something like that. Absolutely not. It was like a break-even month for me. But it wasn't not really, it just wasn't the month of the price traps, all right? I think it was like from the second week of February or the first week even, that it really started to play out, all right? That we really started to see some price action, market gets out of consolidation mode, and yeah, from that point on, we are killing the charts with the price trap strategy once again. There we go. And what do we have more? So then we have, this was my entry on Euro NZD. Yeah, looking for the buy because of the breakout and retest to the upside. I know that's also what I was looking for, but because of the market already retesting and pretty much already taking off, I don't wanna mess up with these kind of things, and I'm simply gonna wait for the next breakout retest. But good reaction. 1 hour engulfing, 30-minute time frame reacting pretty strong, 50-minute engulfing / morning star. Yeah, everything is in place there. I do like that. Then we have Euro AUD. This is one I'm gonna stay away from. GCAT. Same thing, I'm gonna stay away from this one also. NZD JPY, I'm not convinced about the chart, not really. All right, NZD JPY, I do like this one. This could be a beautiful follow-up of the downtrend movement we have seen, filling up some imbalances below or starting to move to the upside from this point. All right, but for the resistance zone, down. Okay. I do like the resistance it created right now. It's also confirmed because we created a double bottom. You can say it like that. Like you can see, support zone reacted pretty good. So that's pretty much the confirmation of the high. Especially if we keep moving down and breaking support zones, then the confirmation is even stronger. There we go. All right. What do we have? Yeah, I do see what you're looking for, but I personally don't really like. I don't want to mess up with your AD at this point. First of all, because I'm not convinced about the structure we are seeing here, and second of all, you're now looking for the breakout retest to the downside. But does it look bearish if you zoom out a bit? Not really, right? We're really in that uptrending market, so I want to follow up on that uptrending market and not mess with these small moves there. All right, same thing with GA. If we're talking about GA, know that this breakout retest to the downside is a counter trend movement. All right, so just be aware of that. Let's change this to a blue flag. What do we have more? I haven't seen this one, I think, and then this one. Yeah, GCAT, I know. I'm doubting a lot about that one. And you know, if I'm doubting, I simply prefer to stay away from that chart, all right? So, but I do understand why you're trapping it like that. GJ. Yeah, same thing like I've just said about Euro AED. We are moving to the upside for a long time already, like you can see. So the trend is obviously to the upside, all right? So what you could see is simply a breakout retest right now from this demand zone. So I don't want to mess up with this chart. It's like once I have like mixed feelings, once I have like mixed, not feelings, mixed confirmations, like it's a break of a support, but basically we're following up the uptrend. I rather stay away from these kind of charts. Okay, good. Let me check the rest of the charts if I'm not missing out on something. This is a massive consolidation. I'm gonna stay out of that. I really like AUD/JPY, especially because it's my favorite pair. I really like that pair. I cannot help it. Once it moves pretty strong. Euro JPY gonna stay away from that. Don't like it. Euro Canadian is a pretty clean chart. Nope. Stay away from that also. Euro USD. Oh, nah. We already have a lot of price reps, so I don't want to force anything anymore. I just want to have the most clean charts and price reps. And that's basically what we are having right now. We do have some big price traps, the ones that I just adjusted in the beginning of the session and not really made a new price trap on. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it with this for today. NZD USD and USD CAD are big trap. NZD CAD, yes, indeed. These three price traps are massive. All right. To be honest, this is more a 4-hour price trap than it is a 1-hour price trap. All right. So we will have to be patient with this one. But like I said a lot of times already, is the greater the price trap or the greater the consolidation, the greater the breakout. All right. So we can expect some massive breakouts from this one. And if you're simply like looking what the market has been doing the last couple of weeks, we are really like getting into that uptrending movement. So if we can get that breakout retest and follow up that uptrending movement, we could be in for a long-term idea on these three. All right. So good. This is the list. So I'm going to go over one more time. So we have AUD NZD. Also AUD NZD is a big one. Then we have NZD Canadian, NZD USD, USD Canadian, Euro NZD, AUD JPY, Euro Canadian, NZD Canadian, NZD JPY, excuse me, and then the last one is GA, which is retesting right now. So keep an eye out on this one because this could be a pretty clean price trap here. Okay, what do you think about the news today? I think it's 4:15 today. It's over for trading. Yeah, basically, yeah. So from 2:15 until 4:30. It's not really the best idea to get involved into New York pairs like USD, Euro USD, USD Canadian, Canadian JPY, and these kind of pairs. So if you don't feel comfortable around these periods of time, it's better to just step away from your charts and let the market just do some crazy stuff. Wait for some new price action, some new market structure that you can use. All right. So that's for today for the price traps and the news. Let me cover up what's pretty much happening here with crypto, because yesterday it went a little crazy over there. All right. And what I'm seeing, or what I've been seeing in the charts right now, is pretty much just a liquidation sweep. Like this was a small consolidation moment here. Let me put all the music here. There we go. We had a very small consolidation movement here. We broke out massively to the all-time high level. We went, I think, $400 above all-time high, something like that. And then market just crashed down. And with this consolidation, this is like a kind of accumulation for retail traders to get in and catch some buys. I've seen a lot of people in the buy right over here to go towards that all-time high level. And what did the market do right now? It basically just swept out all these buyers. All right. So if I'm not mistaken, I've seen it passing by, is at this point there is a massive liquidity sweep happened. I think it was I don't I'm not gonna say any numbers because I'm not sure anymore. I thought it was around 300 billion, something like that, but I'm not sure. I will have to check it again, check it twice. Okay, so this is now what we see here. So market could perfectly go further from this point. This was just a small retracement, a little sweep to the downside, and can just keep on moving now to the upside. All right. The thing is, the moment we go above that wick, this little wick market has created right now, like I said, there is no limit. There is nothing in the past that is holding back to keep on moving higher and higher and higher. Okay, so this is pretty much what I'm seeing now for Bitcoin. There is one thing: if the market, if we're looking for downside movement, which I want to see, of course, because I want to get some new investment opportunities, especially on the altcoins, not specifically Bitcoin, but on the altcoins. We could react on this point over here. All right, so to start moving down again, and once we break through this, it could be a sign that the market is finally ready to get some deeper retracements in. All right, because what is moving hard or this hard to the upside, like you can see, this is a massive move. It's also going to fall down pretty hard. All right, so that's what I want to see, what I'm looking for. All right, so let's see if we can really respect this or break through this. This is the question we have for today. Okay, would make sense? Yes, indeed. Would make sense indeed. I hope so, a little bit. So I have some more opportunities. Same thing for Ethereum. I was talking about, I think it was Veracity yesterday, and I gave you guys already two levels, or I didn't give it. I just gave you examples, like, you know, I always give examples. But I gave you guys two examples where you could start laddering some new investments for your Veracity, for example. And this already hit it two zones of this. All right, so the next two, maybe we will never get there again, or maybe we'll even get lower this price. All right, and same thing for other pairs. Oof, Uniswap is going hard again. Wow. For the people who follow me a long time, when we were, I think, around this point, I've been over a few altcoins, and this was one of them. So Hedera is also moving pretty strong with 10% today. We also have Quant. Missed the previous bull on this one, so I'm not missing out on this bull run, of course. And I have so much like injective, also massive investments, but this is already gone, so I wouldn't be looking to invest in this one. I'm more looking to get some retracements in the markets. I would love to see Ripple getting back to a 40 cent level, but we shall see. We will have to wait. We will have to follow up day by day if the market will go back, yes or no, or if this is really the takeoff of the bull run this time. But I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced yet, especially because if we're taking a look at what's happening with the ETFs are going crazy, but it just doesn't make sense, right? I think it's like, I'm not sure how much, but what is flowing into the ETFs doesn't make sense. There is more flowing into the ETFs than there is flowing into Bitcoin. So we could experience a supply shock if we're looking at Bitcoin, all right? Basically because, yeah, like I said, these ETFs are moving stronger than Bitcoin itself, and that's a little suspicious, all right? ETFs, it's basically the stock of Bitcoin. This is the reason why this is moving so hard to the upside. So an ETF is yeah, a stock of Bitcoin. Like if you want to buy 7+ billion, yes, indeed, 7+ billion has been accumulated already in the ETFs. And yeah, we shall see. I will have to do deeper research on that, of course. But first, to get back to the ETFs, the ETF is simply a stock of Bitcoin. So you can buy Bitcoin right now through Wall Street, and they will give you like a stock that represents Bitcoin, but it isn't Bitcoin, all right? It is just a paper that says you have Bitcoin. Same thing like you would buy gold ETFs. You're not buying physical gold, you're buying a paper that says you have gold, for example, all right? So that's now happening with Bitcoin, and I really doesn't understand or don't understand that people are investing in that. I really don't understand. If you want to get Bitcoin, don't buy the ETF, just buy Bitcoin itself, all right? Then you have the control in your own hands. If you buy it from a third party through an ETF, it's not yours. In my opinion, it's not yours, all right? So for everyone on here thinking about buying an ETF, of course, there are some advantages using ETFs, for example, if we're talking about taxes and that kind of stuff. But if you want to have real Bitcoin in your hands, don't buy the ETF, but buy Bitcoin. All right, buy the real one, but not on the top right now. All right, you don't want to be the retail investor and be entering on the all-time highs. All right, so good. I'm gonna leave it with that. We do have some beautiful price traps. Let's see what's GA doing right now. Are we rejecting? No, not really. Be patient on this one. Let's see if we can get some price action out of this, yes or no. And otherwise, we do have some beautiful price traps in between these this list here. So let's see how it will play out. Okay, we will see each other back tomorrow morning, of course, 8:30 a.m. to all go over all the price traps we have from today. Yes, I will send the pairs on Telegram, of course. I'm doing it right now every single day, just sending out the pairs. If you want to get how exactly I trap it, of course, you will have to watch the recording or be live on the sessions like you guys are here. All right. So we see each other back tomorrow to review the price traps and, of course, to make some new price traps. Yeah, so 8:30 a.m. we will be back. So keep on growing. Enjoy your beautiful day, and we see each other very soon again. Ciao, ciao.